as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Rudolph now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Johnson, the man in motion right.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Here's Presley Harvin now. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
for it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 23-yard run.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
To throw is Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson, buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This offense has converted in this spot twice already here in this first quarter. Now can they convert again here on 4th down? Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A 6-yard pickup.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Rudolph looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
26 yards.
and the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
JoJo.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last
Hello.
drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And it is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
But they were trying to tell us because they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Watson off play action. Steps away to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
2nd and 10.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out to the left. The ball comes out. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to move back in front.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. Fighting ahead at the 15. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that.
Shut up.
Defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. On fourth down, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And there he goes, right side. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Rudolph.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now this this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
A give. This is Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. A run for Nick Chubb. Broken tackle. And some room to run now. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
I don't want to hear anything coming out of this remote. Especially that.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Rudolph throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. How about this?
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And now they'll shift things around.
It's now third down.
Third and long, it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here comes Grant on the return. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And his throw here is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph.
Here's Freiermuth again.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And quickly, they get to the line.
The tackle made by Shelby Harris. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point.
Hold on, I gotta use the restroom.
Five-point game. Timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on second is Watson. Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Man, 216 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
To throw is Watson. Out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now Rudolph. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Watson, flush to his right.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Watson on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Rudolph looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off?
And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Darnell Washington.
60 yards.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And now he's going to dive and be marked down on a play that really turns out bad for this offense. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.